This home looks quiet from the outside, but owner Deanna Simpson says several ghosts are haunting it, and she's caught them in photos and recordings, including this one.
The majority are bad, dark forces, unhuman.
Just a couple minutes into the interview, our photojournalist, Nick, felt his wrist burning.
Are you okay? Did you get scratched?
He was behind the camera, but Simpson knew what had happened right away.
Oh my gosh.
He'd been scratched. Simpson says it's happened to her, her husband, and friends many times before.
That's unbelievable.
God bless you. You know why? Because you're telling the story.
Yeah.
Because you're putting it out there. Because they don't want, that is their, I'm just telling you right now, that is their way of a warning.
She took us on a tour of the house. She shot video of this door.
If that is you, would you please shut that door? Oh my God.
It appears to close on its own.
You want to scare me so bad? Show me. Shut that door. Go ahead, shut that door. Oh my gosh, I about fell to my knees. I trembled because as soon as I said it, you never think that's going to happen.
Simpson says she often sees orbs on this stairway behind the door. It leads up to the master bedroom.
This determines whether I sleep upstairs or downstairs.
This part of the master bedroom and bathroom is an area where we've seen a lot of activity so far, and both Simpson and her cat have been pushed down these stairs before. While we stood at the top of the stairs, Simpson recorded on her cell phone camera. She was hoping it would catch orbs, but it shows something else too. It looks like a hand.
Oh!
What?
Did you see that?
Simpson says it looks like someone she's seen before, and it's not a ghost. It's a demon. It's been seen in the basement.
When it came on me, I couldn't breathe, I couldn't scream, I couldn't move.
So far in this house, Nick has been scratched. I've been touched and pinched. We've seen strange lights on the walls and heard noises, and we haven't even gone down to the basement yet.
Where is the place where you saw the Shadow Man picture?
This photo was taken with a deer camera in the basement.
This picture right here is the Shadow Man. He's about 7 foot tall.
Simpson says she's scared by what's happened, but she and her husband have lived in this home for 7 years. Her grown daughters refuse to stay here.
We put everything into this house, and we do want to move, but we would have to list it at such a price to where we could recoup what we put in.
Meanwhile, the family has invited mediums, researchers, and priests to visit the home. The results of one investigation will appear on the Travel Channel show, The Dead Files. Simpson says there's a history of grisly deaths in the house.
I have to prove to people our life, so that way they'd understand.
Whatever you think, we weren't in a hurry to come back anytime soon.
6:58 minutos, vamos a Sophie Cake. Vamos. Pólvora. Todo el mundo revienta fuego.
Thousands witnessed the apparently paranormal phenomenon after tuning into the breakfast show on Honduran television. Journalist Carlos Molino admitted he felt a chill go down his spine seconds before the glass slid across the table as the mystery deepened last night, sparking fears the studio was haunted. The bizarre moment occurred as Carlos helped present the morning news on a Telecyber Channel news program. He interrupted colleague Pablo Zapata as he read out a message from a viewer, telling him with an anguished look on his face, Look, did you see the glass that moved over there?" Carlos deepened the mystery by revealing afterwards that production staff were not behind some kind of elaborate TV hoax and what had happened really happened. He said, "I felt something strange in my body. The action didn't just demonstrate itself in the glass but in me as well. What I felt was a supernatural phenomenon, a chill throughout my body before the glass moved. It left me traumatized. I tried to move the glass afterwards with my hands and it was stuck to the table. What do you guys think happened? Is this the first real proof of some kind of unknown phenomena produced on TV? Is it a ghost? Or maybe something else we don't even have a name for yet?
Very much in for that's the very latest picture from Amanda giving us from inside Gaza, as he was saying, that war now. From inside Gaza, as he was saying, that war. This picture from Amanda giving us from inside Gaza, as he was saying, that war. From inside. From inside Gaza, as he was saying, that war now underway. People coming out of their homes onto the streets to get the aid that is being.
Public's very interested in your brother.
Thank you.
Ted Rowland stands by with one more with Miko. Ted?
All right, Larry, we're inside Michael Jackson's bedroom suite with Miko Brando, our tour guide here, and you're looking at the doors, and you can see the locks on the doors. Miko, privacy was key in this room, obviously.
Yeah, he liked his privacy. When the doors were open, you know, it was okay, but when he locked, he wanted his privacy. He had his privacy.
This is one of the bathrooms. There are 2 bathrooms in this suite, and this is in this room, obviously.
Yeah, he liked his privacy. When the doors were open, you know, it was okay, but when he locked, he wanted his privacy. He had his privacy.
This is one of the bathrooms. There are 2 bathrooms in this suite, and this is...
He had his privacy.
This is one of the bathrooms.
He had his privacy.
This is one of the bathrooms.
Kim Peterson was curious too when she reviewed security tapes a couple weeks ago and saw that motion sensors kicked cameras into action, and there wasn't any action in the gym.
So I just called my security company and said, you know, is there a light bulb going out? Do I need to get up and clean the lens? And they reviewed it and said, I have no idea what that is.
Security cameras caught a white orb wandering around the gym. The orb hovers and lingers near the dumbbells. It leaves the frame, then comes back, and kicked the motion sensors into action a total of 9 times between 2 and 4:30 in the morning.
I'm sure there's a logical explanation.
But not one Provision Security has been able to come up with in the last 2 weeks. Reps told us the system is activated by motion, but not just any motion. They say a bug wouldn't turn this model on, or dust. It would take much more than headlights passing by. 600 other clients have the same system, but none of them have ever recorded a mystery.
My 8-year-old said, maybe Grandpa's just making sure you're doing okay in your new business, Mom.
Could be a spirit. You know, nothing's impossible.
అనంతపురం జిల్లాలో దెయ్యాలు తిరుగుతున్నాయి. లారీలపై బస్సుల్లోనూ ప్రయాణిస్తున్నాయి. ఈ ఆడదెయ్యాలను చూసి ప్రయాణికులు ఉలిక్కిపడుతున్నారు. రోడ్లపై ప్రయాణం అంటేనే జనం వణుకుతున్నారు. ఇంతకీ ఎక్కడ దెయ్యం? ఏమా కదా? వాట్ ది స్టోరీ.
నెంబర్ జాతీయ రహదారి బెంగళూరు వైపు వేగంగా వెడుతున్న లారీ. వెనకే బస్సులో వెడుతున్నవారు ఒక్కసారిగా ఉలిక్కిపడ్డారు. అవును, ఈ ఫోటోని జాగ్రత్తగా గమనించండి. లారీ ట్రక్కుపై కూర్చుని ఓ మనిషి చూస్తున్నట్టుగా ఉంది కదా? ఆకారం నిజమే, కానీ మనిషి కాదు, అది దెయ్యం. జుట్టు విరబోసుకున్న ఆడదెయ్యం. ఈ దెయ్యం ఇప్పుడు అందర్నీ వణికిస్తోంది. కంటి మీద కునుకు లేకుండా చేస్తోంది. అనంతపురం జిల్లా పామిడి గ్రామం మీదుగా ఉన్న 44వ నెంబర్ జాతీయ రహదారి దాని సమీప గ్రామాల ప్రజలను కొద్ది రోజులుగా దెయ్యం వణికిస్తోంది. గ్రామంలోనే సంచరిస్తూ జాతీయ రహదారిపై కనిపిస్తూ భయాందోళనకు గురిచేస్తోంది. ఆడవేషంలోనే కాదు, రకరకాల రూపాల్లో దెయ్యాన్ని చూశామంటున్నారు స్థానికులు. గాల్లో కనిపిస్తుంది, అప్పుడప్పుడు నీళ్లలానూ మారుతుందిట.
కనపడే
Right, no. You touching your nose? Yeah. Still touching your? Yeah.
Boy claims he sees the ghost standing near the wall and goes over to stand next to it.
Toucher, tell me when I'm a toucher. Am I toucher? Am I toucher food? Yeah, what?
Oh, you're afraid. You're a coward. You're not doing nothing.
Hey, watch out!
All right, all right, all right. Oh.
El video, la imagen que captó la cámara fue esta, y el sonido que la acompaña es este.
Cuando de pronto vi que una imagen blanca corría. No sé, no podría decir qué es exactamente porque no la vi de cerca.
Las apariciones que comenzaron a registrarse el jueves, más estas primeras pruebas, provocaron una masiva movilización de los vecinos para advertir la presencia.
Y como a la 1:20 de la mañana salió, yo estaba ahí con la señora y cuando salió, voló y ese susto que nos dio todo, pero nosotros seguimos mirando, yo seguí mirando y digamos, a mí no me dio miedo, yo seguí mirando y la señora que está al lado mío se puso a rezar.
Particularmente mi hijo me dice que ha visto una niña que se aparece y recorre este sector y después desaparece.
Los vecinos que no la reconocen coinciden en una misma teoría.
O me dio pesar porque yo imaginé una niña esa así penando, es terrible.
Un alma en pena que tiene conmocionados a los habitantes de este barrio en el nororiente de Cúcuta.
En el momento en que yo viví eso, la reacción mía fue ponerme a llorar.
Obviamente en Cúcuta hoy no se ha hablado de otra cosa que del fantasma. El obispo dice que podría tratarse de un fenómeno de ilusión óptica.
Could this photograph prove that there's a ghost at Dudley Castle? Well, Amy and Dean Harper from Birmingham say they are now firm believers in ghosts after snapping the picture of the figure whilst visiting the Norman Castle. The couple's family day out took a spooky twist after they took several pictures, but didn't take a proper look until they got home. It was then that they spotted a grey and ghostly figure standing in one of the archways of the Sharrington Range Tudor Palace. Amy says she believes the ghost could be a well-known spirit named the Grey Lady, who is said to have haunted the castle for centuries after her dying wish to be buried next to her child was never granted. But despite the couple's firm belief following their photographic revelation, experts say the ghostly apparition within the picture is actually much more likely to be people just recognising distinct features or patterns in objects or images.
If you don't believe in ghosts, we'll show you something that could change your mind. This is what a woman saw while working at an Oklahoma car impound lot earlier this month. It was all caught on a surveillance tape. You can see the figure circling around. Now, the woman told another worker to go out and check it out.
Max said there wasn't nobody back there. The wind was still that night. Our alarm was on, so nobody jumped the fence back there.
3 vehicles on the lot that night were involved in fatal accidents. A paranormal investigator says it's possible the mysterious figure could have been one of those spirits searching for its car. We'll let you draw your own conclusion.
Captured what appear to be two ghostly apparitions in the grounds of Belgrave Hall Museum. No one can explain what or who they are. Our correspondent Emma Simpson went to investigate.
A wet, dark Sunday morning and security cameras capture two mysterious figures. They only appear for a few seconds, followed by a swirling white mist on top of the wall.
The image appears for a second, upwards of 5 seconds. It's not walked into picture, it's not flown into picture, and it's not been blown into picture. It is a complete mystery. The image looks and appears to be a ghost.
But Belgrave Hall is well accustomed to ghostly goings-on. There have been supernatural sightings here before. A Victorian lady's been seen on the stairs, footsteps have been heard, and even the smells of old-fashioned cooking have apparently wafted through the building.
We have a lot of visitors who've always said, are there two of you in costume today? And we all know that there's only me.
The house was originally owned by a local MP, John Ellis. Many believe that one of his daughters is the ghost of Belgrave Hall. But a haunted house didn't seem to bother these young visitors today. The older ones also needed convincing.
I don't know if I believe in ghosts, really, but it might be.
The experts are also puzzled. They're trying to figure out if this is just a trick of the light or whether Belgrave Hall really has got a ghost on camera. Emma Simpson, BBC News, Leicester.
They're tough guys, but some police officers saw something that freaked them out, and they captured it on camera.
It's an image that some people say appears to be a ghost walking around the police station. Nancy Laughlin has the video and talked to the men who shot it.
It started out as a pretty typical Saturday night. Espanola police officer Carl Romero was on duty, keeping an eye on the surveillance cameras around the station, when he saw something in the sally port.
At first, I thought it was like a polilla, like a fly, a moth, and then I saw the legs and it was a human.
But not a real human.
No, it was just a ghost.
So Romero reported it and told his supervisors. Detectives showed us the camera that captured the image. They say there is no way in or out of the secured area without an open gate and alarm sounding.
You can see it walk through. It walks in the direction of the old transport cages. And there's not really any way for it to get out through there, but it seems to walk right through that.
Detectives say there's no logical explanation for this, not an issue with the lighting or a technical glitch. Turns out there are a lot of ghost stories around here.
A lot of our officers have seen certain things. Some of our officers have felt what appears to be somebody breathing down their neck as they're working on reports in the briefing room.
Cops at the station also report hearing strange noises in the middle of the night and seeing unexplainable images in the lobby area too.
Espanola police tell us as far as they know, this is not an ancient burial ground. And they say the police station has been here since 2006, but no inmates have died here.
But they do say there have been some unsolved murders nearby.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I do, actually. I do believe in ghosts.
Do you think that was a ghost?
I do. I do believe it was something. It's hard to say, but I do believe it was a ghost.
These guys say they're not afraid of it, but it's definitely an image that haunts the officers who work here. In Espanola, Nancy Laughlin, KOAT Action 7 News.
You know, a lot of times we see stories and some people see something, some people say they don't see it. I think everybody who looks at that video sees something moving.
Well, sure, there's something moving, but is it a ghost?
Could be. What else?
You believe in ghosts?
After seeing that video, perhaps. I mean, what could it be? They know what's in there, and there wasn't a person.
A piece of dust or a reflection off the lens? So your cup half full, I'm cup half empty here.
We already knew that.
Yeah.
It's still a wild story, just in time for October, perhaps.
Who claim they've seen a ghost usually have a great story, but not much else to show for it.
But in Lake Lure, folks are buzzing about a haunting photo opportunity.
News 13's John Lee explains how an apparition may have been actually caught on camera.
John, did the ghost actually, kind of smile and say cheese?
Well, it's not like, the ghost posed or anything. In fact, the image flew under the radar until, get this, being spotted on Facebook.
The 1927 Lake Lure Inn.
We've also heard laughter at nighttime as well as footsteps in those upper floors.
Inside, the decor that speaks to its haunting history.
If you're coming to the Tanner Dining Room, it's just another typical day for us at the hotel.
Last month, hosting a 20-year vow renewal.
And I wanted to take just a few shots.
Patrick Bryant, the events and catering manager, focused on something chilling.
Turned off the flash so I could see the light shining through the ice sculpture.
Patrick says he was unaware of anything unusual when he posted the pic on the inn's Facebook page. Friends pointed out a boyish figure.
Sure enough, there's a transparent image of what appears to be a ghost.
Like no one else he saw that day.
We've checked the surveillance footage. We haven't been able to find any guests that match the description of the image that you see in the photo.
It's not the first time ghost activity has been suspected here. A lifetime ago, Lake Lure was the vision of Dr. Lucius Morse.
Well, some say that his ghost still resides here inside the hotel.
Paranormal scene investigators of Shelby took a close look at the picture.
They could not find a logical explanation.
The ghost of Christmas past? The subject never said cheese, but some wouldn't be surprised if it did say boo.
This seems to be the most physical proof that we have that we may have some ghostly happenings here at the hotel.
So you be the judge. Most visitors think the history of ghost sightings there at the Lake Lure Inn kinda cool. But 2 years ago, one couple checked out after being spooked. Tammy?
Thank you, John.
Also tonight, do you believe in ghosts? The Motor City Ghost Hunters believe they have found one. Now take a look at the lower left of your screen. This was shot back in September at the Lightkeeper's house on Whitefish Point in the UP. Look at that. There appears to be a ghost, the ghost of a young girl. Now the video has been posted on YouTube and Facebook, and we're told that those who were there swear it is absolutely real.
We can definitely see something. It looks like
was
she
there.
might be wearing a white nightie or something.
Yeah, but as a reporter, I want to go. I want to be.
We want to see the ghost.
I want to see it. Yeah, you got that right.
Breaking news on Highway 81 outside Stuttgart, Germany, where officials are investigating a strange occurrence that has baffled evening commuters. What started out as a regular day on the job for Ernst Becker, driver of a cargo truck, quickly turned into an out-of-this-world experience. This footage from the highway's closed-circuit cameras gives a glimpse of what happened. The truck was momentarily lifted off the highway, then dropped back on the ground. However, eyewitnesses claim to have seen a mysterious light hovering over the truck as this happened.
We are live at the A81 with an eyewitness. Tell us, what have you seen? I was driving on the highway and suddenly there was this light. It was really bright and everything went so fast. Suddenly the truck was in the air. I don't know, it was strange. I'd never seen something like this before.
An unidentified, metal-like liquid was also discovered on the scene. And to add further mystery to this incident, the cargo of the truck is now missing. Residents who live around the vicinity have been asked to be vigilant and to keep an eye out for the missing cargo.